Hello, everyone. I'm pleased to join you as we close out the Canadian Chamber of Commerce's Women in Business Summit. This is no doubt that today is an important day for all of us. This summit has given us a platform to help women restart, reimagine, accelerate, and recuperate in this post-pandemic era. By participating today, you have become part of the conversation as government and business work together to unlock the potential for all Canadians to create an inclusive, successful economic recovery. As a male ally, I am proud to be part of this important conversation alongside Penny Wise, my co-chair of the Council for Women's Advocacy. The Council has been tasked with driving meaningful action to address the barriers facing women in the workforce while ensuring the perspectives of women are integrated into national public policy. As you can imagine, this mandate has become even more important as we transition out of the pandemic. Despite what the numbers suggest, women and our economy are far from recovered. And as discussed today, our economy will never fully recover or reach its full potential unless we recognize and act on this fact. None of the challenges facing women in the workforce, either prior to or during the pandemic, are simply women's issues. They are, in fact, economic issues, and they are threatening the ability of our economy to recover, grow, and thrive. But there is also an opportunity for us to step up. Recovery and growth should be a collective effort. Women in business face barriers including microaggressions, burnout, pay inequity, and discrimination, as well as a woeful lack of representation in C-suites and leadership pipelines. While the pandemic aggravated some of these issues, many have been long-standing and all have broad economic implications. I believe we can all play a role to address these barriers and create a landscape wherein all Canadians can reach their potential and help drive an inclusive recovery and grow the economy. It starts with recognizing that we need to help many women restart, particularly women entrepreneurs. With 80% of new jobs in Canada coming from small business, entrepreneurship is vital to our economy. However, it is far too common for the needs of women entrepreneurs to be overlooked, especially when it comes to affordable, accessible childcare. If you speak to any business owner, they'll tell you entrepreneurship doesn't keep 9 to 5 hours. With the burden of childcare falling disproportionately on women, this creates a particular challenge for women entrepreneurs as the vast majority of subsidized childcare options cater to traditional work hours. We also need to ensure an intersectional lens is being applied to things like government funding and procurement policies, alongside development of support service and resources. These need to reflect the realities of women entrepreneurship and women in the workforce more broadly, meeting them where they're at, so to speak. Flexibility will especially be important for women, many of whom will continue to juggle demanding professional obligations with family. But keep in mind, work from home comes with unique challenges such as the proximity bias, which is a tendency to reward those who are physically present in the office, attending after work events, etc. For many women who will be working remotely, employers will need to ensure that they are not inadvertently withholding opportunities, promotions, and entry to leadership pipelines, which brings us to the next key to recovery, accelerating women's transitions into high-demand jobs in high-demand sectors. This is going to require effective government skills funding and big changes to how we recruit, retrain, retain, and promote women in the workforce. Significantly increasing the number of women in senior leadership roles is vital to addressing not just the existing C-suite imbalance, but it is also proven to improve business profitability. Finally, we need to help women recuperate. The pandemic has taken a huge physical and mental toll on working women and parents, and we'll need to ensure they have access to adequate resources and services if we want them to stay. Now, as we reflect on today's discussion, it's clear that there's much more to be done to better support women in the workforce. But I'm confident that with a concentrated effort on the part of government, the private sector, allies, and individuals at every level of every organization, we can and will make meaningful progress. It's this belief that continues to inspire me and drive my efforts as an ally, a corporate leader, and as co-chair of the Council for Women's Advocacy alongside Penny Wise. That belief is reinforced when I see the support of all of you participating today. I want to thank each of you for being part of today's summit as we take steps to ensure women have opportunities to fully participate in Canada's economy. Your input and participation are essential for sustained economic growth, and I believe we all have a key role to play in taking action to make these changes needed to empower women and foster strong communities across this country. Finally, I want to thank the Canadian Chamber of Commerce for convening today's summit and for its continued leadership on this critical issue. Thank you all again.
First off, a special thanks to Kevin McCreadie for his work as a dedicated ally for women in business, serving alongside Penny Wise as co-chair of our Council for Women's Advocacy. I've seen firsthand how Penny and Kevin keep everyone super focused on not just words, but action in tackling the biggest challenges for women. And of course, this Women's Summit is all about action and sharing new ideas and strategies. I have to say that the conversation with next generation business leaders was absolutely the perfect way to end our day. Just so inspiring. There's been a lot of discussion today about the importance of mentors and sponsors and the reciprocal nature of mentorship. And after listening to this incredible group of next generation women business leaders and all the other insightful panelists, I think we should be talking about reverse mentoring even more. In a previous role, I saw the tremendous power of a reverse mentoring program. One simple example was younger team members mentoring more senior colleagues in using technology to be more effective. And from my own experience, I am so energized by next generation women business leaders in terms of their agility, their optimism, and especially their thirst for learning. And I think they can inspire and teach even the most seasoned business person about the importance of innovation and possibility thinking. In fact, this year, the Canadian Chamber of Commerce is in full entrepreneurial mode itself. And as part of our Chamber 2025 strategic plan, we're launching whole new divisions and offerings to give SMEs more of what they need to succeed. These next generation business leaders really are the future of business. A sincere thank you to everyone who joined us today, our speakers, our panelists, Council for Women's Advocacy members, Chamber Network participants, and organizers. There were so many incredible takeaways from every session. And finally, one more call out to our sponsors, including our media partner, Post Media, for making today's summit possible. On behalf of everyone at the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, thank you for joining us for this year's Women in Business Summit. Have a wonderful evening.